Guys, thanks for the feedback. Happy 2026 to you all. This is another alternate story from the Dragon Ball universe, and this month we'll have news from the franchise like the possible return of Dragon Ball Super, a new series, or even a new movie. Stay tuned. That said, let's get to the video. After Goku achieved the infinite form of Ultra Instinct, his grandfather felt immense pride in his grandson. However, achieving this feat did not come without cost. His grandfather sacrificed his life to save Goku from mortal exhaustion, leaving the weight of the future on his grandson's shoulders. Conversely, envy burned in Vegeta's heart as he felt powerless in the face of Goku's superiority. In a moment of weakness, Vegeta decided to find a way to surpass Goku at any cost, even if it meant allying himself with his old enemy, Frieza. But will Vegeta be able to surpass Goku? And what are the consequences of this alliance with Frieza? Will this destructive union cause a new battle that threatens the universe? Let's answer these questions. But first, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Let's begin. On planet Earth, Goku sat alone, contemplating the tranquil nature around him. Despite the apparent peace, his thoughts were occupied with the words of his son, who spoke of his deceased grandfather. He said that Goku's butt hid undiscovered secrets and was the key to new and terrifying transformations. As he pondered these words, Goku couldn't help but remember his experience with the previous transformation, the one that granted him immense power thanks to the moon of Zeno's palace, but it also caused him much harm. At that moment, he felt that his body and mind were not fully capable of controlling that power. He was afraid to try again in Zeno's palace. He said to himself, how could a transformation that carries so much power cause so much damage? But arriving at an answer was extremely difficult. Suddenly, Goku sensed a powerful and familiar energy approaching him. The grass gently rose into the air, and a soft light appeared in the distance before Vados emerged before him. With her calm smile, she stood before him as if she knew exactly what was going through his mind. Vados said with a gentle smile, "Goku, it's good to see you here in this peace. I've been thinking about you lately. It seems there are exciting things in store for you." Goku was surprised by Vados' sudden appearance and became even more curious upon hearing her enigmatic tone. He said, astonished, "Vados, what brought you here? Is something happening?" Vados smiled gently and replied, "The forces that lie within you are greater than the ordinary mind can comprehend. But let me tell you something else. Zeno asked to see you immediately. I can't tell you all the details now, but what I can say is that it goes beyond simple transformations. It has to do with destiny itself." Goku took a deep breath, trying to absorb all that information. He said cautiously, "Destiny? What do you mean?" Vados replied with an enigmatic smile. "Everything will become clearer when you meet Zeno. But remember, Goku, it's not just about the power you'll gain, but the responsibility that comes with it. The time has come to discover who you truly are." Goku felt a mixture of excitement and worry. He knew that meeting Zeno could only mean one thing. Something big was about to happen. Goku said with determination, "I'll follow you, Vados. It seems there's much I need to learn." Upon arriving at the Grand Palace, Goku felt a slight pressure in his chest. He knew that this place was unlike any other, and that meeting Zeno and the High Priest was no ordinary occurrence. The enormous palace doors slowly opened, and Goku felt an immense energy fill the place, emanating from the presence of Zeno and the High Priest who awaited him. Zeno said in a friendly tone and with a childish smile, "Goku, it's good to see you again." The High Priest stepped forward and greeted calmly, "Welcome, Goku. We were expecting you." Goku replied, trying to remain calm, "Goku there, Zeno, Priest. Vados told me there's something important. What's going on?" The High Priest smiled slightly and said, "We sent Vados to bring you here, and she was also impressed with what you did recently. Actually, Vados is curious to see what you'll do next." Goku raised his eyebrows curiously, but ignored those details. He didn't have time to worry about Vados' admiration. His goal was to discover the true reason behind his summons. Goku said in a firm tone, "I understand, but why am I here? What do I need to know?" The High Priest smiled, then waved his hand in the air, referencing that iconic moment when Goku surpassed his limits during his previous transformation. "Do you remember that day, Goku? The day you tried to reach the ultimate transformation, when you unleashed your power without limits?" Goku's eyes widened slightly as he recalled that moment in his memory. "Yes, I remember. It was an incredible feeling, but I was on the verge of collapsing. The power was so immense that I felt my body couldn't withstand it." The High Priest took another step forward and spoke in a calm but meaningful voice, saying that transformation was incomplete, Goku. Goku felt an internal pressure. The High Priest was suggesting another attempt. Would he have to revisit that terrifying power? Goku said apprehensively, "Are you suggesting I try this again? I don't think I can control that power." But the High Priest shook his head negatively and said, "No, not the way you tried before. The reason that transformation failed is very simple, but extremely important. You unleashed infinite power, but you didn't have the proper mind to comprehend it." Goku, trying to understand what the High Priest meant, asked, "What do you mean?" The High Priest replied with an enigmatic smile, "The instinct you relied on in that transformation was flawed. You tried to unleash infinite power, but your mind wasn't developed enough to control it. You were exhausting your body and mind in a desperate attempt to survive in the face of that immense power." Goku felt that the High Priest was right. That moment was full of power, but it seemed more like uncontrolled chaos. He asked in a low voice, "So what is the solution? How do I achieve balance?" The High Priest calmly replied, "You need to develop your mind to keep pace with this power. The true instinct for transformation depends not only on physical strength or supernatural energy, but the mind that can comprehend and manage that force. Your tail, which you've ignored for so long, holds the key to this balance. The time has come to discover your potential." Zeno looked at Goku innocently, but said something solemn. "Goku, we trust in you. This step is important, and you must be prepared." Goku took a deep breath and realized that this encounter had changed everything. He now understood that power was not just a physical matter, but also a mental and spiritual challenge. And his next journey towards balance was the key to his new truth. Goku finally said, "I'm ready. Let's begin." The High Priest began to think about the right way to train Goku. He knew that the new transformation required a different approach, so he decided to test Goku's determination in unconventional ways. The High Priest said in a calm voice, "Goku, it may seem like I'm putting you in a difficult position, but what I'm about to do is part of the training. You must learn to endure suffering, for it strengthens the stability of your transformations." Goku looked at the High Priest doubtfully. "And what do you mean by suffering? Do you think torture will be useful?" The High Priest replied with a smile, "It's not torture, it's a challenge. The more intense the difficulty, the greater the stability of your transformations. It's a type of refinement that will lead you to true power." Preparing for what was to come, Goku felt a mixture of nervousness and challenge, but the High Priest didn't intend to wait long. Suddenly, he unleashed a great surge of energy toward Goku, causing him to recoil slightly. Goku shouted, "Why are you doing this?" The priest said seriously, "Because you need to face hardships to learn to stand up again. You must be prepared for whatever is to come." Goku spun around, trying to regain his balance, and felt a slight pain. If that's the case, so be it. I'll learn from this experience. After several attempts, Goku's strength began to stabilize, but the priest didn't stop there. He added, Focus on developing your mind, Goku. This will allow you to perform agile transformations, unlike before when your long hair hindered your movements. Goku was a little surprised. Agile transformation? What do you mean by that? The priest smiled. The next transformation will be known as the Golden Instinct. It's a more balanced transformation, granting you immense power without affecting your speed and flexibility. But you will need time and concentration to achieve this. Goku asked with determination, "Then what must I do to achieve this transformation?" The priest said, "You need to meditate on yourself and work to improve your ability to absorb power. The suffering you are going through today will be the foundation for your new transformation." The training continued until the end of the day, when Goku endured and withstood the challenges he faced. He was tired, but he realized that each moment of pain helped him build new strength within himself. As night fell, the energies around the palace dissipated, and Goku began to feel something different inside. There were signs that he was getting closer to understanding his new balance. Goku said, taking a deep breath, "I'm ready. I won't stop until I reach a golden instinct." While Goku absorbed the new training method, the Grand Priest reflected on his current situation. After learning that Goku had become stronger, he realized there were enemies who might try to kill him. He decided he needed to make measures to protect Goku. The priest said thoughtfully, "Goku has a suggestion. Now that you've become stronger, the dangers of your presence here have increased. It's best if I send you to a safe place where you can train without worries." Goku looked at him curiously. "And where do you want to send me?" The priest smiled and said, "I believe Universe 10 is the perfect choice. There you can train under the supervision of my daughter, who possesses special abilities. She will be able to help you develop your mind and body in a safe environment." Goku felt relieved at the idea of moving to Universe 10. "If it will provide me with safety, I'll be happy to go. How can I get there?" The priest explained, "I'll give you the necessary instructions for traveling. In Universe 10, you'll find plenty of opportunities to train away from enemies who might pursue you." Goku agreed excitedly. "That sounds great. I'll get ready to go." After the priest prepared the instructions, he bid Goku farewell, encouraging him to focus on his new training. Goku left the palace, heading towards Universe 10, where a future full of challenges and opportunities awaited him. When he arrived, he found himself in a world full of energy and vitality. The colors were vibrant and the landscapes breathtaking. It wasn't long before he found the priest's daughter, who smiled warmly at him. She said, "Welcome, Goku. I've heard a lot about you. I'll help you on your journey here." Goku replied with a smile, "Thank you. I'm excited to begin this new training." The two went to the training arena, where Goku began to reflect on the steps necessary to achieve the Golden Instinct. With each challenge, he realized that he had begun a new journey towards the power he had always dreamed of. Elsewhere in the universe, Vegeta reflected on the current situation, filled with growing envy of Goku, who had become stronger than him. Vegeta said proudly, "Goku has gained immense power, and now he's in Universe 10. I need to find a way to get revenge on him." Frieza, who was beside him in a dark place, smiled treacherously. "Are you thinking of allying with me? We have common goals. Goku is the main target, and rewarding him will bring unimaginable power." Vegeta reflected for a moment and then said, "Exactly. I won't let him surpass me. If you're serious about this alliance, I need a clever plan." Frieza smiled, and he had an idea. "We're going to attack Universe 10. We'll create chaos there, which will make Goku worry about his friends and family. If he's busy defending them, he won't be able to focus on his training." Vegeta devised another plan. "What if I use the universe transition technique? I can go there as an ordinary fighter seeking power, while you remain in the shadows." Frieza replied, "But how will you approach Goku without him finding out?" Vegeta said confidently, "I'll make them think I'm just a new recruit. I'll observe Goku closely and wait for the perfect moment to attack him.
When I sense he's weak, I'll attack." Frieza nodded. "If you can conceal your identity, we won't have any problems. Let's work together, and when the time is right, we'll deliver a fatal blow to him." Vegeta smiled. "And let's begin this alliance, because this time I won't let him win." An unexpected alliance was formed between Vegeta and Frieza, with plans for revenge, while Goku was in Universe 10, far from the dangers that awaited him. While Goku was training in Universe 10, he began to think about how to make the most of his time there. He wondered, "How can I achieve Golden Instinct?" At that moment, the priest's daughter entered, smiling. "Goku, it seems you're thinking a lot. How about using the time chamber?" Goku's eyes lit up at the idea of the time chamber. "That's true. If I can use the chamber, I can improve my strength faster." The priest's daughter added, "I can join you during your training. I'll visit you once a month, which means you'll be able to develop quite a bit." Goku smiled enthusiastically. "I think that's exactly what I need. I'm going to enter the hyperbolic time chamber and surpass all my limits. I'm going to strive to achieve a golden instinct." After discussing the details, Goku decided to prepare to enter the hyperbolic time chamber, believing that this would be the path to achieving the strength he desperately sought. He felt a growing determination, and with each step, he prepared himself to face new challenges. After deciding to enter the time chamber, he began his intensive training journey. The priest's daughter visited him once a month, which amounted to a whole year in the chamber with each visit. She encouraged him and helped him improve his fighting skills and techniques. As the months passed, Goku trained tirelessly, testing the limits of his strength and gaining new experiences. But sometimes while training, his thoughts would turn to Vegeta.
Goku wondered, how was Vegeta? He'd been off my radar since our last fight. Is he training too? Has he gotten stronger? These questions raced through his mind, but he tried to stay focused on his goal. He knew he needed to push his limits to achieve the golden instinct. However, his concern for Vegeta sometimes distracted him, but he decided not to let it affect his training. The priest's daughter continued to support him, which helped keep him motivated. With each passing month, Goku felt he was getting closer to reaching his maximum strength, but worry about what was happening in the outside world still haunted him. While Goku was training in the hyperbolic time chamber, Vegeta and Frieza entered Universe 10 disguised as ordinary fighters. They wandered the universe, pretending they were there to train and explore this safe place. When the ruler of destruction and the priest's daughter noticed their arrival, the priest's daughter began to feel worried. "It seems like there's something wrong with them," she whispered. "I need to be cautious. I promised my father I would protect Goku." The ruler of destruction looked at them intently, then said, "And why have you come here? Are you really here to train, or is there something else you're hiding?" Vegeta smiled coldly and said, "We're simply admiring the peace of this universe. Your place makes you seem very optimistic." Frieza added casually, "And yes, we're looking for new challenges. I heard there's a strong fighter here, isn't there?" The ruler of destruction sensed something uneasy in his words. "Who is this fighter, and what do you know about him?" Vegeta smiled inwardly, but replied coldly, "We don't know much, but we're here to learn." The priest's daughter, feeling uneasy, asked, "Why didn't you tell us who you are? We don't like strangers here." Frieza smiled brazenly. "Strangers? We're just visitors. There's nothing to worry about." But the ruler of destruction had his doubts. "If you are visitors, it would be best if you left this place in peace. We don't want any trouble." Suddenly, in an unexpected moment, Frieza launched a powerful attack toward the ruler of destruction. "Do you think you can push us away so easily?" the priest's daughter said furiously. "What are you doing? You were pretending to be good." Vegeta replied disdainfully, "We won't let you interfere with our plans. We are here to show our power." The priest's daughter considered the possibility that Vegeta was who she imagined, but she didn't have time to confirm it.
As the tension rose, Vegeta and Frieza delivered an unexpected blow. With a swift movement, they struck the priest's daughter and the ruler of destruction. They fell to the ground in shock. Then, a destructive energy obliterated them in the blink of an eye. Vegeta smiled sarcastically, saying, it's time to destroy Kakarot. We won't give him any chance to come back." While Vegeta and Frieza headed towards the portal to the hyperbolic time chamber, Goku was inside the chamber training hard, oblivious to what was happening outside. He was focused on achieving the golden instinct, his thoughts occupied with improving his skills. Suddenly, he felt something strange. The portal exploded, and he was perplexed, saying, "No, what's happening?" Gradually, he realized things were getting worse. He was trapped, unable to leave or contact anyone. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Frieza's laughter echoed outside. Goku was visibly confused when he heard the roar of the explosion. He said to himself, "What's happening?" trying to understand the situation. Then he remembered the priest's words, "You must suffer to achieve the golden transformation." Goku said with determination, "Then I need to keep training no matter what happens." And he began to increase the intensity of his training. "If the room is destroyed, that means I need to push myself even harder." While training, he began to realize the gravity of the situation. Goku said worriedly, "I have limited food, and if I don't find a way out, I'll be in danger." He felt the tension rising with each passing moment. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Frieza were negotiating in a distant location. Vegeta, with a malicious grin, said, "We need to eliminate the key authorities and the remaining warriors to complete our revenge." Frieza added, "And we'll start with planet Earth. We need to take down Goku's family first." "This will make controlling the universe easier," Vegeta said enthusiastically. "Right. The more power we have, the greater our chances of getting the Super Dragon Balls." As Goku increased the intensity of his training, his thoughts revolved around his family and friends. His determination grew, and Goku resolved to use all his strength. He said resolutely, "I will achieve the golden transformation, no matter the cost." While Vegeta and Frieza's evil plan took shape, Goku was focused on surviving and training, determined to face any challenge that might arise in the future. Gon was training in the mountains when he heard violent explosions coming from a nearby location. He said to himself, worried, "V, what is that? It doesn't sound normal." He quickly set off towards the source of the sound to investigate. When he arrived, he was shocked to see Vegeta there amidst the destruction. Gon said in surprise, "Vegeta, what's going on here?" But Vegeta didn't give him a chance to explain, and instead lunged directly at Gon, beginning to torture him mercilessly. Vegeta said with a sarcastic smile, "V, did you expect anything else? It's time to teach you a lesson." Gon tried to resist, but he couldn't keep up with Vegeta's explosive power. The pain intensified with each blow. Suddenly, Frieza appeared, stopping beside Vegeta. Vegeta said firmly, "Frieza, it's time to end this. Kill him." But Frieza, with a wicked smile, looked at Gon and said, "Before you die, I'll tell you a little secret." He approached Gon and whispered, "Your father, Goku, will starve to death in the hyperbolic time chamber. No one will come to save him." Hearing these words, Gon crumbled inside, feeling powerless and desperate. He said in a broken voice, "No, that's impossible." But suddenly, anger exploded within Gon. He began to surpass Frieza with his strength, using his rage to become stronger. Frieza was surprised and said, "What is this? How can this kid surpass me?" However, as the battle became more violent, the priest realized that the situation on Earth was getting out of control. He said worriedly, "This is unacceptable. I need to send Whis to investigate." Whis arrived quickly on Earth, but Vegeta and Frieza sensed the danger and decided to flee before being caught. Vegeta said proudly as he ran away, "Not yet, Goku. I'll be back to complete my mission at the right time." Frieza added, "Let them enjoy a temporary peace. It won't last long." Gon, now exhausted and completely incapacitated, fell to his knees. He whispered to himself, "I couldn't stop them. What am I going to do now?" The priest grew increasingly worried about Goku, since it had been a long time since he heard from him or his daughter. The priest said anxiously, "Valgo isn't right. Why is contact with Goku and my daughter cut?" He tried to contact them, but the connection was completely lost. The priest said in a disturbed voice, "This can't be normal. Is Goku trapped in another dimension? And my daughter, I can't believe she's dead." It was then that the priest realized that the situation had become extremely dangerous.
He decided to act immediately. He gathered all the kings of the universes in an emergency meeting and said firmly, "We haven't lost contact with Goku, and I believe he's in danger. You need to search for him everywhere." They must find him before it's too late. The kings scattered across all the universes, each earnestly searching for any trace of Goku. Meanwhile, Vegeta and Frieza watched from a distance. Vegeta said in a calm and shrewd tone, "This is our chance, Frieza. Let the kings tire themselves out searching for Goku, while we watch them from the shadows." Frieza, his eyes gleaming, said smiling, "I see exactly what your plan is, Vegeta." Vegeta chuckled slightly before saying, "I will infiltrate each king one by one. I will assassinate them and gradually absorb their powers. We will become the strongest in the universe." Frieza said sarcastically, "Good idea, but what about the Super Dragon Balls?" Vegeta narrowed his eyes and said in a low voice, "After we assassinate the kings, we'll head to the palace. The Super Dragon Balls are our ultimate goal. We'll use them to grant any wish we want." Frieza laughed and said, "It seems we have a complete plan, Vegeta, but we need to be cautious." Vegeta said with determination, "Caution is part of the plan. We will execute everything with precision and silence. No one will suspect us until it's too late." Thus, while the kings searched for Goku across all universes, Vegeta and Frieza's plan solidified in the shadows, awaiting the right moment to seize power and the Super Dragon Balls. Goku was inside the hyperbolic time chamber, sweating profusely as he trained relentlessly. He began to feel extremely hungry as time passed, and the food he had was limited. Goku said to himself in a broken voice, "There isn't enough food here. I need to keep going. I need to get stronger." Almost a month had passed since they started looking for him outside, and the kings were searching all over the universes without success. The priest said tensely, "They searched everywhere and found no trace of Goku. Could he have disappeared forever?" Inside, the days passed for Goku as if they were months. Hunger consumed him, and with each passing day, his condition worsened. Goku whispered as he fell to the ground, "I can't take it anymore. This hunger, I can't resist much longer." After several weeks of suffering, Goku's body began to weaken visibly, and finally, on the verge of death, he collapsed to the ground, unconscious. He said in a breathless voice as he exhaled his last breath, "I have failed, and no one will come to save me." And the days continued to pass in the room, which meant months in his world. Eventually, Goku did indeed die inside the hyperbolic time chamber, without anyone knowing what had happened to him. Outside, the days continued to pass slowly, while the search for Goku yielded no results, and there was no sign of his tragic fate.